Hi everybody, and thank you so much for the question. Yay, I got one. 8 EEAB number 1. It says part 1 out of 3. Estimate the solution of the system by sketching a graph of each linear function. Type whole numbers when you answer it. Okay, so the first equation, you have x plus y equals 10. Now, I can solve for y, and I can just subtract x from both sides, and that'll be y equals 10 minus x. That means that the y-intercept is going to be 10, and because I'm subtracting x, the slope is going to be -1. So that I can do. But the other thing is I can think of, okay, what are the intercepts? Well, if I make this 0, the y is going to be 10. If I make the y 0, the x is going to be 10. So the intercepts are at 10, so I can just graph it now. Okay, so it's going to be 10 here on the x. Let me see, and I have to do as best as I can, and then 10 over there. Okay, so now the next one, I have to think of what are the intercepts. So this, if this is 0, then x has to be 4.5. So the intercept for x is going to be 4.5. 4.5, right in between 4 and 5. Now, if I make this 0, the y has to be -9. Oh yes, -9 is going to be way over here. Wow, that's going to be ugly. Okay, I can't use that one. So now I have to think of, okay, what other number can I put in there that will make this one true? So I knew that it was going to be 4.5. Let me see, what happens if I make this 4? If x is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, and then minus what will give me 9? -1. So 4 and -1. And then if I make this 5, that's going to be 10. 10 minus 1 is 5, so 5 and 10. Oh, I got it. Okay, so now I know that it's going to be 4 and -1, and then 5 and 1, and it's going to be, what is it? Probably 6 and 3, so it's going to be going like that. Okay, so now where do they intersect? They intersect at 6, close to 6, and close to 4, right before 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 6 and 4. Let me check. I hope I get it right. Oh, it's not going to tell me if I got it right. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to put. Okay, so now it says solve the system algebraically using an improper fraction in simplest forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve the system algebraically. X plus y is equal to 10 and 2x minus y is equal to 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on one of my Google Forms, and I'm just going to say new Google Doc. I'm going slow, okay? So once again, this problem was from 8EE, 8B, number 1. And the problem was x plus y is equal to 10, and then 2x minus y is equal to 9. So something that stands out to me is, oh, these are opposites. So I can use elimination method and just add them. So I'm going to go ahead and add them. Okay. And so remember, put a long line because I'm adding them. So this is going to be x plus 2x. That's going to be 3x. These are going to eliminate because the positive y and negative y makes a 0. And then 10 plus 9 is 19. Now I want to get the x alone, so I got to divide by 3. Both sides, whatever I do to one side, I got to do to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fraction bar because I'm dividing by 3. So that means that x, here the 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times x, is equal to 19 thirds. I'm done with the x. Now I gotta do the y. So which one's the easiest out of the two? So I think the top one is the easiest one. So I have x plus y is equal to 10. And so now, well, the x is 19 thirds. So I'm going to have 19 thirds plus y is equal to 10. So now I just got to subtract, right? 19 thirds from both sides. So subtract 19 thirds and then 19 thirds. So remember that 10 is the same thing as 30 thirds, right? 30 thirds. So if I subtract 30 thirds minus 19 thirds, oops, I forgot to put the minus right there. So don't forget the long line because I'm subtracting. So this one over here, 19 thirds minus 19 thirds, well, it's just going to give me the y by itself. And then 30 minus 19, that's 11 thirds, right? 11 thirds. So the x is going to be 19 thirds and the y is going to be 11 thirds. So I got to go back to my other problem. So right here, the once again, enter as an improper fraction. Good, because last time, remember, we weren't entering them in improper fractions. 19 thirds, that's my x, and my y is going to be 11 thirds. Okay, and that is part 2 out of the 3. So next, oh, I got it right there. Got it right there. So now it says, use your estimate to judge the reasonableness of your solution and complete the description. So was I close enough? So 19 divided by 3, that's 6 1/3. 6 1/3 will round to 6, yes. So 11 divided by 3, that is, what is it? Close to, it's only 1/3 away from 12 thirds from 4, so that is close. I think it's close. So yes, the solution is reasonable because 19 thirds is close to the estimate of 6 and 11 thirds is close to the estimate of 4. Okay, and then you can do the next one. Thank you.